What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving a 2005 Mark IV Jetta with a 1.8T motor, which is a, well, as the name would suggest, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged motor, normally making somewhere like around 180, 190 horsepower. But this one is, as you may have guessed from the B-roll, not making that. We have the owner with us, Phil. He was on the channel a few weeks ago with his Saturn, but this is his, I'll say this has been your daily for a while. It was a daily.
It
now
was a daily for like 8 years. So this is like the car I've had the daily for the longest, like out of all the cars I've had. It was my first car I bought with my own money. So it started off as a daily, and it had just like bolt-ons on it. Then I got other cars. It became more of a second car. I started putting more mods into it. Basically right now it's just a stock 1.8T engine I had to put together from like different marketplace and junkyard engines. Stock internals with a eBay T3 T4 50 trim turbo, a 63 AR running 25 PSI and with methanol, and then just a basic stage 3 Eurodyne tune. And then there's a lot of other stuff on there too, like it's got some coilovers and some other stuff and other suspension stuff, some axles and clutch, you know.
Yeah, the normal stuff you do. Some weight reduction here. I'm excited to drive this today. I've actually never driven a Mark IV, period. So this will be really interesting. Driven other Volkswagens from this era,
Just let the fuel pump prime. Just push the key forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, now you can start.
Okay. You said this makes probably in the ballpark of like 380 wheel.
Somewhere between 350, 380. A lot of people with this turbo, like a lot of people have mentioned around the 350 to 370, 380.
Yeah.
Depends on how much boost they're making, you know, and if they got the 63 AR or the 48 AR.
Right there.
Yeah, that's why the ABS stability control traction doesn't work, because I think it's an ABS sensor not working.
Yeah.
So that's just what I use for the speed and whatnot.
Okay, cool. Oh, hello, officer.
Right. Maybe they heard us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's also just what I keep track of the mileage on, like for tank and whatnot right now.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. So, some initial impressions. It feels, well, obviously it feels very, you know, race car-y. I do like the shifter. It's short, it's direct. I'm completely opposite of what stock would have been, which is rubbery. From having driven other Volkswagens from around this era, I would say you get a fair amount of driver's feedback kind of in your seat, which is nice. You said we do have coilovers on here, correct?
Yeah. How does the steering feel? Because there's no bushings in the entire steering system.
See, the steering feels good, and I like the steering wheel. The size feels correct for this car, and like what you'd want for performance, sort of, you know,
it's got
performance setting.
Tubular control arms with pine joints.
Yep.
So they're all bearings basically instead of bushings.
Yeah. No, it feels tight. It feels good.
And then it's got R32 spindles. So they're just OEM R32 spindles, but it corrects the suspension geometry so that when it's lowered, the control arms stay parallel with the ground. So like probably the most player feeling is in the winter tires, all that sidewall, you know.
Right. This car makes all the right noises.
Yeah.
Try the brake pedal. Oh, brakes feel good. What brakes do we have on here?
So there's
R32 spindles for starters.
Yep, and then brake pads themselves are just like these dog racing pads. I can't remember which ones. I think they're the HP Plus or something.
Oh.
Something. They're like.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone about these, but they're like an older model. I got them for a discount on Tire Rack because they were like the last year's model.
They do feel good. I have hog pads on my M3 too. These feel a little more aggressive. Those are HPS 5.0s that I have, so these could be HP Plus.
I can't go any smaller than 16-inch wheels on this car.
I think it's worth it. The brakes feel confidence inspiring.
Yeah, so I didn't feel a need to replace the calipers with like bigger pistons or anything. I think these brakes, I can lock up the wheels. I can lock up all the tires with, in the summer with the autocross tires. So
Yeah, right.
it's got enough braking power.
Got enough braking power. Oh yeah. That wasn't even that far into the pedal either. There's plenty of brake there. So much driver's feedback here. You can feel everything this car is doing.
I think you'll feel a little more too if I get like the aftermarket seats because there's so much cushions and airbags.
I agree with that sentiment.
Because I've ridden in some cars with like when it's kind of like this and then the seats, I'm like, damn, you feel like maybe it's worth it just for that, you know, just the feel.
I actually think that the aftermarket seats give you a ton of feel in a lot of cars.
And on top of that, they do reduce the weight by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because I think these are like 45 pounds each. And then I think you can get some Momos that are like 25 pounds or something like that. So I can reduce the seat weight in half if I get some aftermarket seat.
I'm gonna take my gloves off. It's cold today,
Yeah, it's not really working right now.
but I want my driver's feedback. Yeah, you definitely feel a lot in that steering wheel.
Yeah, they can tell like it's worn out right now. That's why it feels all smooth.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
In the corners is where you can feel like how the swing is supposed to feel. But I mean, I think that's just from not using gloves. I think it might be from the oils on your hand.
Oh yeah, no, you have to clean suede pretty often.
There's no quick release though.
Yeah.
Quick release was gonna push it closer to you. But it's already a deep dish. I didn't feel like moving it closer.
No, I think it's a good distance. I'm tall, so usually when I'm in cars, I struggle to get the right seating position because I'm either my legs are either cramped or my arms too far away. But in this car, I feel like I sit very comfortably, which is nice. It doesn't happen in a lot of cars, so you have to set up pretty well. And it also helps the Mark IV steering column, lets you kind of play around with it too. I don't think I've touched over half throttle yet in this test drive. This thing is just 380, 350 is performance wheel in that range. It's like, whatever this is, it's perfect. Like, truthfully. I like the sound this car makes too.
Yeah,
It's very tuner car-y.
Yeah, because I got it's an eBay blow-off valve. It's supposed to be an HKS super special blow-off valve, like imitation, you know, knockoff.
Yeah.
So it's like a $20 version, and it makes the same noise, or a similar noise, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that noise. This car is really loud, but considering it has an exhaust dump right there, I was expecting it to be worse. But it still has a nice tone, and it's not too buzzy or raspy. Like it, I don't know, it just kind of makes sense for the car, I guess.
The turbo really quiets it down.
The other thing I'm noticing too, the clutch engagement is really direct. The clutch to shifter action, it all feels really good.
So I did put a new clutch, you know, I did the stainless steel lines on the brake. I did the stainless steel line on the clutch too.
Yeah.
And I also did this one mod where you knock out a restrictor in the leader block, so I got a little bit more flow in the leader block.
Yeah.
So there's just a couple things right there to get a better pedal feel.
That's awesome. It's just the right amount of power. Honestly, you light up the tires, have some fun. You're not gonna put your foot down for 4 seconds, then be going buck 20, you know? That's a good amount of power for this car. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's why when you're like asking me if I have fun in the Saturn, I'm like, well, it's a little fun, but I have more fun in this car.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of the time. This gives you the experience that you want. The shifter feels really correct too. Because you have so much power, I feel like it's nice to have a good engagement so you know for sure that you hit the gear and which gear you hit. Yes! This is the best news I've gotten today. We have finished our test drive of the 2005, I'll call this heavily modified, Mark IV Jetta 1.8T. We're leaving the motor running for some heat because it is cold today, and the heat was not working until about, I don't know, 7 minutes ago. This car is a blast to drive, honestly. We've driven modified Volkswagen before, Mark V, Mark VII, Golf R, but those cars were not as raw as this is, I would say. All the suspension mods you've done to this, I think, really bring out the, you know, the driving experience, a lot of the feedback in the suspension, you know, the steering. Feels dialed in. It's fun to drive. The power number, 350 to 380 wheel. It's enough to kind of shred up the front tires on 205s like this, but it's not too much power. You can kind of lay your foot in it for a little while, still be going, you know, relatively reasonable speeds. It's just a really fun car to drive, so I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much, Phil, for coming onto the channel. Now let's go ahead and give this heavily modified Mark IV Volkswagen Jetta a score. This Mark IV 1.8T track car scores here on our list. No surprise that the weekend categories are all high, but the scores hurt by practicality and overall usability. As we drive more track cars, we will be able to have a better list to compare it to. Should you buy it? The Mark IV generation Volkswagen Jetta and Golf were Volkswagen's first modern cars as we know them today. Generally speaking, they held up pretty well at the time, if you took care of them. I would probably not recommend most people approach a car like this unless you knew what you were doing and you were ready to invest into the platform. That said, this track car was an absolute blast to drive. It made all the right noises and felt confidence-inspiring in the context of the extreme cold weather and less than stellar tires. If you want an affordable turbocharged track car that's easy to make power out of, a Mark IV Jetta like this one is a fun choice.